So African American male wearing blue had a number one and a star on there. He says he's a hustler. He sold dope, $100 bills, wore a Michael Jackson hat. Told. So now we know the infiltration of the Negroes under the blue royal line and Elton Anderson doing the same thing with the red royal line. Why Perlita and MS-13, the Bloods and Crips, fight. So the Antillas constantly lie. The oyster cracker man, the GPS night, trying to be heroes to all American. The whites parody power. So Stan and Karen, not a good idea what you did. Okay? Because they watch and they listen and they know. So I go Tom Serson, Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, TJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, 61 Amphibious Spaceman, GPS Peso Robo Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Hillary, Jim Hall, Morgan, Steve Jones. Ellery's Jim Hall, Billy Ball, Country and Western, Carney, and Ghetto Life. See, Joe, you're getting burned down. Why? Because you committed rape and murder. And there's a deeper history. I didn't do it. GPS Knight and them screwed up Brian Miller, Beswick's, and me, and Schwartz's and Himes. So, either way, just keep plinking away at it, Brian. Now we know the African Americans' intrusion into the blue and royal red lines, right? See, Joe is not telling you all the truth. The All-American GPS Knight boy there. Because yes, it was building an evolved society until the liars came through and the manipulators and all that. So let them run their business. The computer system still proving Bernardo LaFagula, Chance of Conman, the Freeman, the Ballamoran, and their drug line. With Doug King, the Indian woman fight on the Blue Corps to kill their friends. And the Episcopal Church cleft out inbreed boy. See why they're inbreeding? See, Bernard, Doug, Morgans. That's GPS Knight, 61 Amphibious Spaceman. Why you're inbreeds? Because you lied that much about the dial after that guy touched it. So you can live your life like that, Jerobo Knight, and pretend to be the hero, but you're a racist hillbilly fag. And guess what, Bernard? Stan, Karen, you breeded that way. Look how she turned out. So you can, Bernard, but you're stupid for what you guys did. I mean, you can trace it in the military and then watch it. For sure they are downloading this. It's in their interest to, and they report it to those other nations. So they now know why we go to war and why you guys ruined my father's stuff. Joe, farmer boy, to favorite a fucking little faggot child and your Negroes twice to cover up your little skint and your britches rape. So you can, Joe, but now everybody's fucked up and shit, dumbass, because one was already raised. And you can crybaby about it all you want, Joe, about what he did down there and lie, but it's why you guys are fucked up. So stop with the steely of the bitted, Perlita and Ellery, because you're fucking stupid. Because if you guys didn't put the boxes in, half the problems wouldn't even be there. So oyster cracker experimentator fag, you can pretend all you want to be the superhero of investigation and shit, but you're the biggest fraud and moron in the world, because like I said, it basically proves that you guys programmed it so you can rape and mutilate children. And starting with Brian Miller, and then me, and then Beswick, and then whoever else. So yes, it's in the best interest for England, Israel, Spain, France, whoever else, Japan, Russia, those who actually care about the royal lines, to, and NASA and Lucky to know them. So because if they want to fix it and breed correctly, it's worth buku bucks. So you can lie, Bernard, about who's Jew and not Jew, but those guys got you guys again for being some of the biggest dumb fucks in the first place, for fucking up the shit out here. Fucking up Greg's stuff, my stuff, Jewish Colonel Melkob stuff, Colin Powell stuff, reputable men, as opposed to dope dealers wearing number one blue, and they nail it, and you guys, they hit the churches and shit, so you guys can live that way, but it sucks. And then there was a better way, but guess who you guys went to war with over it doing the same thing? So again, Doug and Bernard, Mr. Menard or whoever, Fowlers, be careful. Perlita, because like I said, Perlita basically proves that you run around and lied to one of your relatives about the dial, and you guys are moving bodies and stuff out of sync with the carnies, going back and forth, covering for Joe, and Joe's not telling some. One was already raised. So again, if you guys get one raised out here, it's going to prove you're all liars and kill you. And that's what happened. They tricked the Spanish into going to war already. Dummies. Greg and them were trying to fix it. So you'll be bitted to fats for a while, churchy cults and all that, but like I said, Brian, they lied to you. They made us fight. If those guys are that fag and that fucking stupid for that long, there's not much I can do about it. So, see what happened to the African American nation? And they'll do it again because it wasn't theirs and it isn't their leaders either, and it brought it down to the ground. And it'll always be that way because they always live a lie because they don't change. You do just basically admitted it. So Elton and them are in league. They just pretend not to be. Money. So they can, but they live like the most shittiest life on the face of the earth by their own doing.